Welcome to my series called Next Thing I Knew, where we check out local coffee shops here in Panama. And while we're here having a coffee, I am going to tell you a story mainly related to travel about something that's happened to me somewhere in the world. They're kind of crazy stories. I know that some of them will be hard to believe, but trust me, I couldn't even imagine this stuff if I tried. And unfortunately or fortunately, they have all happened to me. I'm not going to include anybody's names. I'm going to keep everybody's names private for their privacy, but I have proof for most of these, or at least one person that can verify my story. Most people, when I tell them my stories, they don't believe them unless they know me. And when they know me, they're like, no, because it's you, I know for a fact that this happened to you. So in this jar, I have a bunch of different stories that I will randomly select. Each time I come to a coffee shop, I'll select one. And you'll get to hear me tell a crazy story about my life, so you get to know me a little bit better, and we get to enjoy coffee together. So grab a cup of coffee and get prepared, because this is gonna be crazy. All right, let's see. All right. Oh my God. Dog bite. That's gonna be the title of this one. And as you can probably imagine, maybe you can see it better now, it involves a dog bite. So be prepared, because this is probably one of the craziest stories I have. Before we get started with this story, I just want to say today I'm in Baloo Cafe here in Amador, and they just brought me a caramel latte, and it's got a dog. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the shape, like the face of a dog on the foam. It's so cute. So I'm gonna try this real quick. Go ahead and grab your cup of coffee, get settled in, because this is gonna be a wild ride. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Okay, so this story starts with a group trip to Colombia, where some friends and my sister and I decided that we were gonna go to Colombia and we were gonna check out several different places. The first place that we were going to was Medellin. I had been to Colombia once before and had kind of a crazy experience, but that's a story for another day. And this time, since I was going with my friends, I was super excited. I was like, okay, this is gonna be so much fun, which it was. But literally the second day of the trip, we decided to go to Guatapé, which is a very famous part of Colombia where there is a huge rock called El Peñol, where people are able to climb. It's like, I don't even know how many stairs. It felt like a million, but it's a ton of stairs. So the tour included that, and then you go to another little town afterwards and do a boat ride, and you see one of Pablo Escobar's homes. I mean, it was an awesome tour, to be honest with you. So on this trip, I decided I was gonna take my drone, because one of my friends had gifted me a drone, because she was like, you travel a lot, think you would get really cool images with the drone, so I wanna give you a drone for your birthday. Amazing gift, I know. Amazing gift. So shout out to you. You know who you are. And so I'm like, okay, this place is beautiful. I'm going to fly the drone here. Get the drone out. I start to fly it. I'm like, oh, this is great. Now, at the beginning, I have to say that I was warned. So this is all my fault. This is nobody's fault but my own. I'll take full credit and full blame on this. They said, hey, be careful with flying a drone because the dogs around here don't like it. And I was like, oh. Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna start flying the drone. Everything's going perfect. And next thing I know, there is a pack of dogs running straight at me. Here I am with the drone control, and about 6 dogs are just running straight towards me. And I thought, oh my God, oh my God. Mind you, I'm traveling with a group of people, and we're about 8. And so I tell everybody, here, circle around me, because I'm thinking, if we create a protective circle, these dogs won't be able to get to this drone. My friends were terrified, because who wouldn't be when you have a pack of dogs literally growling and barking and charging at you? And they're like, no, dude, no. So me being the smart person that I am, right, I decide, you know what, I'm gonna grab the drone and I'm just gonna have it in my hand up above, and nothing's gonna happen. I'll just grab it in the air, turn it off, and we're ready to go home. So here I go. Pull the drone down enough to where I can grab it, I grabbed the drone like this, and next thing I knew, my hand was inside of a German Shepherd's mouth. Kid you not. German Shepherd's mouth. All of a sudden, my hand's down here, the drone's still in, and there is blood running all over this drone. And I'm like, oh my God. And you know, when something crazy happens to you, you're just in shock. So I can't even talk, I can't even think. And my sister was with me, luckily, thank God for her. And I'm gonna preface this by saying her and I are both big animal lovers. So this next part hurt us just as much. Like, this was horrible, but literally it was a choice between this or my hand. So my sister was like, it's not letting go of your hand. I mean, this dog had my hand. The grip was insane. And I'm just like bleeding, the drone's still there. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My sister was like, I can't believe I'm about to do this. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. But she had to punch the dog to get it to release my hand. So she punched the dog, which we felt so bad about, like honestly, but it was literally that or my hand. Got it to release my hand. And so now I'm standing there and I've got blood just running everywhere. And I look over at my guide, who is now white as a ghost. And I'm like, excuse me, do you think I can wash my hand? And he was like, like he could not believe the events that had just unfolded. And I think he was in more shock than I was. So, as I said, you know, blood, whatever. These cute, sweet, little, adorable Colombian ladies come out and they're like, oh my God, la muchacha, like, oh my God, the girl. And they saw my hand and they were like, here, come here. And they took me into their store. They started cleaning my hand with soap and water. Up until this point, I haven't cried, I haven't screamed. I was just like in shock. They told me, sit down, because all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. And so they're like, sit down, sit down. And then they brought me a chocolate bar and they were like, your adrenaline's like, it's the adrenaline. You need something sweet to help so that you don't like pass out, right? And I'm like, okay, thank you. So here I am having my hand cleaned by these random Colombian ladies. And I'm just eating a bar of chocolate, like another day in the park, right? Just another day. So from there, we had the tour on the boat. Here I am with my hand. They put some like gauze on it and they were like, you should be okay. And I was like, I told the guide, hey, do you think we could go to a clinic or a little urgent care? Because I'd like to get the rabies vaccine. And all of them were like, oh, you don't need to worry about that. All the dogs are vaccinated around here. And I'm like, we're talking about street dogs. Like, we're gonna randomly vaccinate street dogs. Apparently in Colombia, that's a thing, which awesome, that's great. But I was not about to trust some people say, don't worry about getting rabies because every dog's vaccinated. How do you know? Like, it's a random street dog. So anyways, it's time to go on the boat tour. My hand has gauze all over it. I'm on the boat tour. My hand is super swollen. And my friends are like, how are you feeling right now? And I'm like, I mean, it hurts. It hurts a lot, but like the show must go on, right? And so one of my friends, actually I remember one of my friends, he was like, I don't know how you're doing this right now, because if that was me, I would be on a flight back to the US ASAP. You wouldn't have me on this boat right now. I was like, no, it's okay, it's okay. Because in my mind, the last thing I wanted to do was ruin the trip, the vacation for the rest of everybody else. So I was like, I'm just gonna suck it up. I'll be okay. After the boat tour, I'm like, hey, can we stop by the clinic, you know, to get that shot? They're like, okay, cool. So we go to a clinic. When I get there, I literally told the nurse, the doctor, everything, at least 3 times, I got bit by a dog. I need the rabies vaccine. I got bit by a dog. I need the rabies vaccine. And they're like, okay, cool. Roll up your sleeve, get the vaccine. They clean it up a little bit. And I'm like, I'm good to go. And the next thing I know, 5 days later, I'm sitting in a hospital in Cartagena with an arm that's swollen up to here. All right, guys, this is where I'm gonna leave the dog bite story for now, because there's definitely a part 2. So if you wanna continue to hear this crazy story, follow along and make sure you tune in next week for part 2, when we go and check out another coffee shop and I finally finish this insane story. See you guys next week. Hi guys, welcome to my series called Panama on a Plate, where we discover the different flavors of Panama fork first. what we do is every week I'm going to spin this wheel and it's going to decide for us what restaurant we're going to check out. I have 12 different restaurants located in Panama listed here. So let's see where we're going first to check out. Tapa del Coco. I'm excited for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out Tapa del Coco. Follow me along as we go and check out what Tapa del Coco has for us, what kind of flavors, what makes it unique. Let me know, comment below what other restaurants in Panama you think I need to check out next.